look at Alexander-Arnold, you just wonder whether he's done enough to stake his claim in this starting position for England ahead of those other three. If you look at Kieran Trippier, had a fantastic season with Atletico Madrid, just won the La Liga title. Kyle Walker, who is renowned for his pace and his versatility up that right wing. We've seen what he can do in terms of his attacking prowess, but actually this season he's played a little bit deeper. He hasn't bombed on as much for Manchester City down that right-hand side as you might have expected, and actually he has played more forward passes into the final third than any of these other alternatives in this position. So again, you get that attacking prowess with Kyle Walker, but you also you don't get that defensive vulnerability with him way up the pitch. And of course, with Gareth Southgate being a former defender himself, he likes defensive solidity. Reece James needs no introduction, had a fantastic season, particularly under Thomas Tuchel since he came in, and is really impressed. And Rob, you'll talk about Reece James and how he's impressed in that European final, which Chelsea won against Manchester City. And when you look at Trent Alexander-Arnold, as I say, I'm not sure whether he's made enough of a claim for this position. He hasn't quite hit the heights that we're used to seeing from him, particularly last season when Liverpool were winning the title. Last season, Trent Alexander-Arnold made 13 assists. This season, 7. He's not at the same place he was last season.
I think, in fairness, he would argue that he's got better in the latter stages of the season. His poor spell coincided with Liverpool's poor spell, and he was dropped from the last England squad under Gareth Southgate. You're absolutely right. But the interesting thing is that Southgate has spoken quite vocally about the other 3 right-backs being better defenders than Trent Alexander-Arnold. And when you think how many attacking options Gareth Southgate has got, he's absolutely awash with talent in those wide attacking areas. Does he need somebody else who's another brilliant wide attacking option?
Harry Maguire's fitness, well, that is also an issue as well. He hasn't played since injuring his ankle ligaments in early May. Southgate will confirm his picks tomorrow. Will be live throughout the day with coverage. However, even the schedule of the day for this final announcement is mired in uncertainty.
Thought we were going to find out a week ago, last Tuesday, when that was the plan. Gareth Southgate was going to name his squad of 26 players, but he decided to take a breath and take an extra week because of those 2 European files you've just talked about, and because of so many players coming into the camp with injuries. Things are a lot clearer now. As you say, Calvin Phillips and Jordan Henderson both trained the last 2 days. I think there is less concern over them now, but still a real concern over Harry Maguire. And my understanding is that Gareth Southgate wants to leave it as late as possible to decide this 26-man squad, tell the players before he tells the public, of course, because he wants to give Harry Maguire as much time as possible to prove his fitness. That's why the likes of Ben Godfrey and Ben White, who've been included in this provisional squad, are here. It's to cover for Harry Maguire if he doesn't make it. And we don't yet know when he's going to tell the players and when he's going to tell us what that 26-man squad is. We know tomorrow is the deadline. By the end of tomorrow, Gareth Southgate has to formally put his 26-man squad in to UEFA for the Euros. But when is he going to tell those players? When is he going to tell 7 of them that they've not made it? And then, crucially, Jess, even when he's told those 7, is he then going to say, well, hang on, you 7, I'm sorry, you're not going to be in the final 26, but could you hang around and help us out, please, for this warm-up game against Austria? It's a really difficult man management situation.